going on, folks? Today we're going to talk about retta and all the AI-assisted drug discoveries that's about to pop off. You're going to end up seeing a lot of this being pushed and in the news, which means that you are going to get shredded and pretty and shredded. I ended up losing weight a couple of times throughout my life, and I've noticed differences for sure. The first time around, I got pretty shredded. You know, now I hadn't been in a dating scene because I grew up a big boy, chunky and ugly is what I was. And then first time around, dropping a good amount of weight, I noticed the attention changed, and now I'm starting to get, you know, female attention. And the last time around, which was after my surgery and walking and working out, yeah, way different. Except I was oblivious then. My wife noticed more than I did what was going on. But you know, my brain was somewhere else. Either way. So side effects, folks, things that you're not going to hear nowhere else. If you are used to being the ugly one, or you were the big boy and now you're quite skinny and thin, cut up and diesel, if you have a big heart, if you're the giver, if you're the peacekeeper, if you're any of these things, you're in trouble, man. You're in trouble, because when you get into relationships, like I said, you weren't in the dating scene when you were 14 like a lot of other folks were, so you didn't learn things called boundaries. Boundaries are super important. So you're a giver, and you're going to find somebody that's a taker, that's for sure. You know, what happens the day that you're tired and you can't give anymore and you need a little give back? Is that person that you're with going to give back? You need to find these things out before you invest your entire life with them. You know, if you are the peacekeeper, you know, that means that everybody else around you is just used to flailing out their emotions, spreading them all over the place, hot fire, and you just sitting there absorbing it. Long-term relationships, are you going to be able to handle that when you're tired, or when you're sick, or when life is just kicking the crap out of you? You know, you need to find out that this person can emotionally regulate without you being around. You know, also, you didn't get beat up like the other folks did that started early like that. You know, you more than likely are coming to the relationship naive. There you go, naive. You know, other folks have been hurt by other people, or they got it when they were young. Either way, you know, you might come in naive and wanting and just being all upfront and honest and whatever, and they might come in with suspicion. You know, what happens if you prove and that suspicion never fades, right? Give you a story, just imagine this. You in a relationship for 1 year, 2 years, suspicion keeps going. 3 years, 5 years, keep on going. 15, 20 years, keep on going. Now you're 70, now you're 80 years old, and you're used to just defending, and you got dementia. And how do you think that turns out for the people that are taking care of you at that point, right? Boundaries would have helped you to figure that out a long time ago. Less damage on your end. All right, folks, so prepare for the side effects. Put money away for the skin loss, because that's another thing that, I got to do another video. That's just what's happening.